I want to tell you the power of our compensation plan. I'm going to be using this whiteboard here. You need to understand, okay, you need to have the passion, you need to have the full understanding of what our compensation plan is. You always have to go back to principles. What is a principle? Okay, you need to understand why we are here. We are not here because we want to make money only. Do not get impressed by people with money. Okay, because they don't have life, they don't have marriage, they don't have anything. Okay, because they have a huge business and it sucks their life away. Okay, so money is only one factor. Equal, time, that's what we are after. Pretty much if you ask me, it's all about time. And then comes the money. But yes, I want to make a lot of money, and there is a time. So you need to understand, in order to understand why there is so much power in Nu Skin compensation plan, you need to understand that is because the outcome will be time and money. No other business will yield that to you, okay? Especially in duplication and worldwide, okay, and in all countries. Yes, I understand there are some people who've done it somehow, but there is no duplication. We can't teach that. You know, some of those people, you know, they in their stories, you know, when they release their story and how they run their business, that's not duplicatable. But here what we have, okay, is 100% duplicatable business, and the outcome in every single time will be time freedom and money. And the volume, the amount of money that you are making, okay, that's up to your dreams and your expectations. That's pretty personal. Yes, you want to help people who are making less money, but I never touch that subject because that's only the outcome of their dreams and their expectations. And we have training, and they should be reading, and they should surround themselves with good people so their expectations would rise. It's very important, okay? But if they are making 2,000 pounds a month, long term, guys, what is the asset value of that? That's what we should be checking. Because the asset value of making 2,000 pounds off of Nu Skin compensation plan, okay, we are talking €1 million. Okay, it's a lot of money, especially long term, especially the time freedom it gives you. So that's what you need to understand, that the outcome is time freedom and residual income and high quality income. I use this word, I love this word because high quality, you want to have high quality with high volume. If you have high quality with lower volume, that is okay right now. You need to work on yourself, you need to become a leader, you need to work on your business so you will break more executives and the volume will grow. What you do not want to have is a low quality income with high volume. That's the worst thing you can ever have in your life. You know, if you look around, low quality income, high volume, what is that? I'm never home, I don't have time, I'm making a lot of money. Okay, that's why do not get impressed by people who are sitting right, you know, in front of you as a prospect and they say, I make a lot of money. Okay, do not get impressed by that because I don't care about that. Nobody cares. We as the distributors, okay, do not get faked out or don't feel humiliated, okay, if somebody arrives, okay, with a nice car or they have a big property, okay, because the quality of their income, their cash flow, okay, is a low quality. Yes, they might have some investments if they were smart, and they have some cash flow off of an investment, a capital income, okay, that is 100% fine. But in most cases, their cash flow, what they are generating, is low quality. So do not get, don't have a bad feeling, because I understand it's if you are new into the business many times, okay, when you're sitting down, okay, you have an incredible power, you have a business vehicle in your hand, and you're ashamed sometimes because, well, I only make 200 pounds. What is that 200 pounds representing? That's what you need to understand. I got it from Nathan a long time ago that the vehicle I have represents, okay, $100 million business. And even though it's small right now for you, it doesn't matter. You got to have the calculation. Okay, you need to understand. So how does it work? What has Nu Skin done so well? Okay, I believe I know the industry. This is my 8th company. I got signed up into. Oh, nice! Is this what you guys done all day? It's okay. Okay, so where was I? What's the power of Nu Skin compensation? This is my 8th company. I got converted into network marketing when I was 23-year-old. Long story, I want to make it short, but again, you need to understand that where I'm coming from and what I was after. I was 23-year-old. I didn't really have education. I had no college degree. And I got caught up, okay, in an incredible Hungarian company, excellent founder. They had an incredible product. And what I saw in one of the trainings we had after a year, okay, that the 3 or 4 rows, okay, behind me was my business. And I was 23 years old, and I looked back, people looked like you, okay? Grown-up people. They arrived by cars. They were wearing nice clothes. They were like mature people, okay, with assets. And they were in my business. And the question I asked myself, okay, what would I have to have come up with in order to employ these people? There's no way there's nothing I could have done. So I got the power, okay, that what I can do, I can surround myself with incredible people, just like Bertzi, one of the presenters, okay? He's got an incredible business background, right, and now he's in my business. Yes, you need to understand it's not working for me, okay? You need to explain to new people that nobody's working for me. Everybody's running their own business, and you get 5% in 6 generations. But my point is, I understood that, I got the picture, and back in 1996, I said, this is what I was going to do in my life. There is nothing else I would have done. And the company went bankrupt. I had to set up a language school. I needed to make money. 97, when you guys got started, that's when my first daughter was born. Okay, company went bankrupt. Okay, I needed money, so we set up language school. I was running that for 7 years, and I signed into almost every single company. But my heart wasn't there, my passion wasn't there. I don't know why, but when Nuskin came around, I saw it straight because of my upline, because of the 5 key points. Okay, but I was looking after, I was after, okay, leverage and passive income. And what Nuskin does, and now please understand this, okay? Yes, you can compare it to other companies. I believe strongly that network marketing doesn't work. You need to understand that because in my perspective, it only works, it will give you a 100% time freedom and wealth. I'm talking about a lot of, my upline combined, they made about $250 million. There are no other company with as strong as line, okay, as ours. There isn't, you know, I'm on Nathan Ricks's line. It doesn't matter what line. What I mean is the wealth generating engine that has worked for your upline. I think most of you are in Sexsmith's line, right? That guy made $30 million at least, maybe more, right? I'm right. You know, he's tens of millions of dollars. You will not find another upline like that in Europe with other companies. They don't have that. You need to understand that. They do not have uplines, okay, with that kind of cash they made. They don't. No other companies. Envy has a few exceptional, okay, and most of the time, okay, just like in Hungary, okay, one of the biggest leaders, his business was almost as the size of Nuskin. He was kicked out. Now he's fighting the company. He's a Hungarian guy. We know him together. I flew to Russia with the guy. He was kicked out of Envy. All of his commissions were taken away, and now he's fighting the company. Okay. Anyway, that's a different story. But most of those companies, what they do, okay, they pay out 3 or 4 generations. Forget about new companies. I will never get into the subject of new companies. What I mean by that, anything that is younger than 20 years, that's a risk. And Nathan will tell you, okay, that Nuskin has been a risk. It was a risk for them. Right now, it's not a risk for you. So I'm not going to talk about compensation plans for any other companies that has only been around for 5, 6, 7, 8 years. I don't care. You need to look at, okay, the big companies, the billion-dollar companies. If you see their average, if you average up their compensation plan, they pay out 3 generations, and those generations, as leadership generations, you can call them 21%ers in MBA, group directors, managing executives. That's how you call them. These are the billion-dollar companies, and they pay out 3 generations, and their executive-ship requirement is huge. It's an average is 15,000 euros. That's an average. For example, if you have a 21%er in MBA, a 21%er, that's what it means. If you have 6 21%ers, that's an MBA diamond. Okay, a 21%er does about 15,000 euros in volume as a group. And if somebody becomes a 21%er in their group, that's going to break away and they're going to do 15,000 euros. Most companies do that. What is the problem with that? You know exactly what the problem is. There is huge product focus. And that's why all of these companies have brought into people's mind that network marketing is about products, and I can't sell products. They are responsible for that. Because everybody's selling products everywhere. Okay? Except for Nu Skin, because we are generating customers. Now, if you see 3 generations of that, 3 generations of average 15,000, and they usually in average they pay out 8-10% on first generation, 6-8% second, and 1-3% on third generation. These are all composition plans. All those companies who've been around for 30 years. What is the problem with that? As a generation is further away from you, the bigger it is. Now you getting the picture? The further it is from you, the bigger it is. These companies, they lower their percentages as those generations and levels, the further they are, the less they pay out. These are the facts. Okay, anyway, so that's what you need to understand. I've had a lot of conversations, with a lot of leaders. That's what they do. Now, in comparison, what Nu Skin does is a brilliant composition plan. What they do, and now it is going to look familiar, instead of 15,000, that's why the outcome of this, no wealth and no time, because they always have to take care of their huge non-leader. What I mean, there are a lot of people who aren't as what they aren't executives in our term, and you always have to take care of them in a huge volume. That's the problem. Okay? Now, if you see Nu Skin, what Nu Skin does, it's 3,000. Now, maybe in comparison, so it's 15, maybe less in comparison. So 3,000 euros, 3,000 PV. That's what you need to generate. As a business owner. In every single case, you run a business, you got to have volume. There is nothing wrong with that. You have a service, you have products that has to flow through your business. That's perfectly okay. That's what we do. Every dime, every cent, every penny we make, they are coming off of products. But what Nu Skin did in 1984, and in fact, I don't know if you know the story of that, because this is the only composition plan that was made by a distributor. That was Craig Tillotson. That was Nathan Rick's sponsor, who told Blake and Sandy Tillotson and Nedra and Steve Long that I'm going to join your company, if you guys are not going to pull the rug out of my feet and you're going to pay me 6 generations. And they had to consider that. They had to run some simulations. They said, all right, we're going to do it. And that's a composition plan pretty much was done by Craig Tillotson. Nu Skin composition plan by a distributor. And they said yes to that, fortunately for us. So what happens if you see that? This will allow you, instead of this will allow you to focus on what is most precious for you. 90% of your time, you will focus on building up a business. And now if you see 6 generations of that, so that's your own, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 generations. I usually run out of place. It looks so good because I always run out of place. 6 generations, all the time, always 5%, always 5%. Now, this is unheard of in the industry. Nobody pays out 6 generations and 5%. Never changes. What happens here, this allows you to focus on recruiting. This allows you to focus on building up a business. I know there is a stress there. If I focus on a business, how am I going to have customers? Very easy to answer to that question. Now, if you approach somebody like this, hey, honestly, there is a product age lock, you need to understand what's coming up. Let's meet, let's talk about this. You meet that person, what can the outcome be? Either buys or doesn't buy. Now, if you call somebody up, the same person, hey, I'm getting into a deal, you don't understand, you got to meet me. Honestly, we are changing a whole industry. This is a 100 million euro industry, and we are changing it, by patents. What the heck are you talking about? That's fine, let's meet. Now, what can the outcome be? Distributor, customer, or nothing. So there are 3 options. Now, that's what you must be doing. I don't know what your upline teaches you. Pretty much, we need to nail this, that you are recruiting, by the business. Yes, you use the products, That's what Bridget said, yes, as a hook. I don't know if that's the best word we can use. What I say, you want to raise their interest. You want to catch their attention by our stories, by Scanner, G3, AgeLock. Do you catch their attention? But as soon as you can, you will get into the subject of a business. That's where you're going to spend 90% of your time. That's what you must do. And the outcome, customer, or a business builder, customer, or will do nothing. So if you do that, because the company said 3,000 points, okay, you need to understand it's nothing. You really need to understand if you are doing what you should be doing for 4, 5, 6, 7 years, none of you will ever have any problems, okay, with your 3,000 PV. I can promise you that. Nobody has problem with that. Only those, okay, who done a bad job and they were not following the system and they were not doing what they should have been doing. Nobody has problem because it's in comparison with business principle. If you compare this to any other business, as a responsibility, what I need to do a turnover monthly, what I need to generate for my business, this is a joke. This is completely a joke. 3,000 euros, 2,500 pounds as a business, that's nothing. You know how it's an incredible news for all those who've run a business before and they hear this and they understand this. Because now you see, you know, I had 50,000 euros, 100,000 euros every single month. I had to take care of, babysit eight employees. Now I have to do 3,000 euros, okay, which is taken care of by a big company. Good news. All right? So what happens here, okay, because of your right activities, you will have these executives around you. You need to take care of your first generation in your first 5, 6, 7 years. Yes, there is always a balance because you will take care of your leaders. But if I ask you one question, what is your... is this my time? Pretty much zero. All right, I just need 5 minutes. No, yeah, I just need... Okay. If I ask you a question, what is your number one duty? What is your number one requirement by Nu Skin, you as a business builder? What is your number one requirement? You need to nail this. You need to understand this. You join the company. You sign a contract. And what is your number one task, your most important focus? Because all these answers are incredible. Let me tell you, to become a blue diamond. Nothing else. Let me tell you why. And now, very good, because Christian showed you statistics. I love those because you cannot beat them. It takes about 4-7 years. Honestly, does it matter? Who cares? Because most people will never do anything in their life. Okay? 4 to 7 years, that's the average blue diamond, so you know exactly that you can do that. Okay, 4 to 7 years. Yes. And now get this. To become a blue diamond takes 4 to 7 years. What is the other statistics? How do you say in English? Stats. Statistics. Okay, statistics. What is the other one which comes along and most people forget it? Most blue diamonds on their 5th year, in fact 4 to 7 year, they have an average 2 blue diamonds on their front line or very close to them. Now everybody can back me up to that. All distributors, every business, you know, if I sit down with anyone, everybody has that. If they become a blue diamond, not in their 6 months or a year, it takes time. It will adjust itself out. But on their 5th year, if they become a blue diamond, they maintain it, they will have 2 blue diamonds on their front line. So 2 blue diamonds here. Now, if that duplication, you've done it yourself, that's your number one duty. You will, as a leader, you will understand, you will be taught, you will be trained by your upline how to get the most out of your business, how to get the most out of your frontline leaders so they would follow you. Your job is not here to look for heavy hitters and look for blue diamonds. Your job is to become a heavy hitter and to become a blue diamond. There's a big difference. A lot of people try to cheat the system, and they keep looking these big shots. Okay, these heavy hitters. I'm gonna bring this person in, and now I'm gonna have a big business. And they spend 6 months on that person. I've never done that because I understood all I have to do is break executives. Okay, Ruby, and then strengthen that business, replace whoever is about to fall away, and then go Emerald, strengthen that business, replace whoever is going to drop out, and go Diamond, and then go Blue Diamond. Do not fall back. If you fall back, you are doing something wrong. That's what you are focusing on. That's your number one duty. And along, because of your upline, because of the system, yes, don't get me wrong, you will learn how to help your downline. But do not ever catch yourself working for your downline 90% of the time and 10% on your new circle. That's wrong. There's always an equation. When you're brand new, 100%. And then 90%, 80%, 60%, 40% as you're progressing. But your number one duty is blue diamond. And then you're going to have 2 blue diamonds. And 2, as time are passing, okay, you will have 4 on your second generation, 4 blue diamonds. And it will 4, 6, 7, 8, and now as some of you have spent 15, 16 years, you can actually see that number coming along. If you sit down, you see all the blue diamond duplication. Yes, sometimes some of those leaders fall onto second or third generation. But in long term, Nu Skin will select out all those who are not doing anything. And everybody's going to roll up. The roll-up concept, that's one of the most powerful things that we have in a compensation plan. Do not get faked out by those who, well, here you can never fall out. What kind of business is that? I'm going to open up a bakery. I'm not doing anything, but I still have a bakery. What is that? That's not a business. Here with Nu Skin, if you are not meeting your business requirement, you're going to be out of the compensation plan, and everybody's going to roll up to your upline. So that roll-up is very powerful because all the leaders, okay, will be very close to you. Most companies don't do that, and they actually promote and teach something else, which aren't good business principles. So ultimately, the power comes from the 6 generations of all along 5% and the ability to focus on the right thing. Because if the company allows you to focus on the right principle, the outcome will be leveraged income, and you will have the time freedom. Everybody has a time freedom. Everybody has that after 6, 7 years. Everybody. Depends, yes. What I call it, the volume, again, how much money they are making, that's all about expectations and dreams. Now, if you want to write down something, write this one down. Success with Nu Skin, okay, success with this company is the progressive realization of a worthwhile dream. Progressive realization of a worthwhile dream. Now that's what I mean by success. And the more you realize what you are capable of, what people are capable of around you, what Nu Skin is capable of, the more you realize that, the bigger dreams you will have, and the more successful you will become. Okay, that's what I wish to you. Thank you for your time. It's good to meet you. Thank you. Thank you.